Good morning to all. Hope you would have written timetable and the syllabus in your notebook as I suggested you in my previous lecture. I also spoke you to sit always with a notebook to write down difficult words, word meaning, whatever you feel necessary to write. Now, be comfortable with a smile on your face and start learning. So, according to your syllabus, the first chapter is Tom Sawyer. This lesson is all about a naughty boy named Tom. He is not only naughty but also an intelligent child. His mother was dead, so he was brought up, looked after by his aunt named Polly. Aunt Polly. Most of the time, he saved himself from getting punished by using his intelligence. Today, we will know what naughtiness he used to do. Tom Sawyer is the hero of this chapter, and the story moves around three important characters. The first one is Tom Sawyer himself, and the second one is Aunt Polly. And the third one is Ben Rogers. Ben Rogers, one of his friends. One of Tom's friend. Let's read the first page and try to understand what is spoken here. Let me set the page, then I'll continue. So here, Tom, no answer. Tom, no answer. Where can be he? Aunt Polly asked herself. He must be somewhere here. She went to the door, looked out into the garden, and then shouted again, Tom! No answer. The old lady stood there thoughtfully. Suddenly she heard a sound behind her, and she turned round quickly. There was Tom near the cupboard door, and there was jam all around his mouth. Actually, the writer of this chapter, Mark Twain, says that Aunt Polly was sorting for Tom because he was not seen anywhere. She tried her best to search him. She looked out into the garden and other places also. But when she couldn't find him, she started shouting for Tom. And Tom was very much clever. He was listening the shouting voice of Aunt Polly, but he was not giving reply to Aunt. And that is why Aunt Polly again and again started shouting, Tom, Tom, but there was no answer. Since Tom was Aunt Polly's dead sister's son, and she loves him very much. So when she couldn't find him, she became thoughtful. And she started thinking about Tom. But she turned round quickly, and there was Tom near the cupboard door. And suddenly she caught Tom red-handed near the cupboard door. He was standing there. Tom was nearby the cupboard door. Actually, he was stealing the jam and eating the jam. When she noticed The jam was all around his mouth. So Aunt Polly understood everything, and she started scolding. She started asking to Tom, "What have you been doing?" Aunt Polly asked angrily. When Tom did not answer, she went on, "You have been stealing the jam again? Don't tell me that you haven't. Haven't I told you 100 times to keep away from the cupboard?" "Where is my stick?" Aunt Polly took her stick and raised it high. She was about to strike Tom hard. Actually, when Tom was caught red-handed by Aunt Polly, she became very much furious. She became angry, and very much angrily she shouted, "What have you been doing?" She scolded and asked. Aunt Polly said, after a number of reminder, she gave Tom reminder hundreds times. That means so many times, to keep away from the cupboard. But Tom was doing still the same thing. That is why Aunt Polly became very much angry, and she decided to punish him. And that is why she started searching her stick, and she asked, "Where is my stick?" Aunt Polly took her stick, raised it high, because she wanted to punish him, because she wanted to punish Tom by this stick. But as you know that Tom was very much clever boy. Suddenly, Aunt Polly heard a sound. Tom shouted, "Look behind you, Auntie." And Aunt Polly looked behind her. This was Tom's chance. He rushed out of the house, climbed over the fence. Soon he was far away. Actually, when Aunt Polly was about to hit Tom with a stick, Tom understood, and that is why he shouted, "Look behind you, Auntie," because he wanted to divert Aunt Polly's mind. And this was only the chance to get rid from the punishment. And as Aunt Polly looked behind her, Tom immediately rushed out of the house. He jumped over the fence, and soon he was far away. Here, the fence means wall. In this way, Aunt Polly couldn't punish him on that day. And Tom, by using his intelligence, saved himself from getting punished. Let's understand in the next lines what has been given. Aunt Polly was angry, but she had to laugh. "He is bad boy," she said to herself, "but I love him. He is my poor dear sister boy, and I must look after him. I don't like to hit him, but I have to. If I don't punish him, he will grow up lazy and wicked. Yes, I must be strict." Aunt Polly sighed. Here, sigh means what? A deep breath. "I will have to punish him for stealing the jam. But how? I know. Tomorrow is Saturday, and there is no school on Saturday. The boys have a holiday. But I will make Tom work, and that will punish him. The next day was Saturday. The school was shut. All the boys in the village were free, and it was a beautiful day because the sun was shining and the birds were singing. The trees and the flowers looked so fresh and lovely. Tom, of course, wanted to go for swimming because all the other boys were going. In these lines, it is spoken that when Aunt Polly couldn't punish Tom on that day, she decided to punish him on next day by giving him work on a holiday because next day was a holiday and the school was shut. That is why she makes a plan to give him some work, some whitewashing work. But intentionally, Aunt Polly loves Tom very much because Tom was son of her dead sister, so she loves him very much. But she decided to punish him because she never wished him to grow as lazy and weak child. She thought if she doesn't punish him for stealing the gem, he will grow up lazy and wicked. And that is why finally she decided that she will punish him by giving him work on Saturday, that is the holiday. So the next day was Saturday and the day was very much beautiful because the sun was shining, the birds were singing, and the trees and the flowers looked so fresh and lovely. Tom, of course, wanted to go for swimming. Tom also wanted to enjoy his holiday because all of his friends were going for swimming. But Tom knew that he will not be allowed to go outside because Aunt Polly had already given him some work for stealing the gem as a punishment. Let's see what happens. Tom came sadly out of the house. In one hand he held a long brush, in other he carried a bucket which was full of whitewash. His aunt was making him whitewash the fence. Tom looked sadly at the fence. How high it is, how long it is, he thought. Indeed, the height of the fence was 9 feet and its length was 30 yards. In these lines, obviously, as you came to know that next day was Saturday, it was holiday for all the boys, and obviously if it was the holiday, then definitely it was beautiful day for all the boys except Tom. Even Saturday was an ugly day for Tom because he was spoken to do whitewash work by Aunt Polly, and that is why he was very much upset, and that is why on Saturday morning he came out of the house very sadly, and he had held a long brush, a bucket which was full of whitewash. Tom sadly looked at the fence, and the scene of the long high wall made him tired. How high it is, how long it is. Because you know very well, Tom was a very naughty boy, intelligent child, and as well as a lazy boy. So it was very difficult task. It was a very difficult work for Tom to do. White was the fence, and that is why he said, and that is why he became upset. And he started thinking a plan. What type of plan he was making in his mind, we will understand in next paragraph. Today, I will teach you till these lines only, and later on, in second part, I'll continue the next paragraph. Thank you very much, everyone, to listen me so patiently.